Perfect. Just gotta plug in my Arduino. Alright, just the other end. Yo, how long is this thing? Jeez. Does this happen to you? Yeah, me too. What if instead of plugging in a slightly annoying cable, you spent weeks creating a circuit board, writing firmware, and recreating the Arduino bootloader from scratch? Nah, that'd be stupid. Nah, seriously though, why do I want this? Two main reasons. I make a lot of stuff with Arduino, and this wire keeps me physically tied to the board. And it also does this thing where it twists everything you're working on. So, I listen to the voices in my head, as one always should. Cook some eggs. And here we are. Bench. But before I can show you that, you probably have no idea what happens when you set a sketch to a board. Unless you do. Then, First, the compiler runs, turning your C++ into a hex file. Then, a USB serial connection is established. The serial connection triggers a reset, opening the OptiBoot bootloader, and the program is sent in packets to the flash memory. Bench jumps in the middle, taking the hex file and sending it over Wi-Fi, and doing everything the host normally does through the USB host on the onboard chip. And trust me, this firmware was something else. Get over description. And here it is working on a test server, sending hex directly, or even calling Arduino's compiler on a sketch file. But what does this run on? Let me present to you the Bench Rev A board. This baby comes fully equipped with USB-C power, input protection, a buck regulator, our very own ESP32S3, USB outputs, and my personal favorite, status LEDs and buttons. So on paper, this board is pretty simple. Dude, there's nothing on this paper. Exactly. Simple. Bro, what are you talking about? Hahaha, but it's not always that easy. Wait, that isn't even quiet. I'm recording. Wait, I'm sorry, don't do that. The biggest challenge with this board was probably the central chip. I don't know if you noticed, but it has a massive Wi-Fi antenna on top, and you really don't want to put any source of interference near it. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's no hardware at all on the top of the board. That's for a reason. Thanks ESP32. Also, my input voltage is 5 volts. That's pretty standard. Everything takes 5 volts. The LEDs, the output voltage bus. Oh wait, don't be silly. Not our microcontroller. It needs 3.3 volts. Thanks ESP32. So I'll just add a 3.3 volt buck regulator to fix this. And I can't put it higher on the board, so I'll put it on the bottom, messing up my test traces, my LED traces, my programming traces. Thanks ESP32. Alright, I need a break. Let's watch some TV. Do you hate wires? Me too. Use Bench instead. No, not that one, silly. I'm talking about this thing. This thing can be screwed right into your desk, or you can let it dangle. Just plug and play. Instead of sitting here, sit here, or even here, and keep developing without hassle. Bench, only $6,000. Or completely free because I made it open source, but I'm a college student, and you know, like, TV gets weirder every year, man. Anyway, I made some serious documentation, so check that out if you're interested in that stuff. And if not, why? It's super cool. My GitHub goes in depth in the software, and my website has a hardware write-up, both in the description. Anyway, I gotta get back to development. Yo, why are you still here?